What's up YouTube, Adam here, and in this video I'm going to be bringing you my full review of these. Now these are three Bluetooth speakers from a company called iBox. First up we have the Trax, which is the smallest one, then we've got the Twist, which sits somewhere in the middle, and then we've got the Max, which is the biggest one of the three. Now I'll leave links to where you can purchase all three of these down in the video description, along with a link as well to the iBox website. Now let's take a closer look at these individually, and let's start off with the smallest one, which is the iBox Trax. Now this is obviously Bluetooth compatible and also has NFC as well to be able to pair your devices much quicker without having to do it all manually. It's also got a full 10-meter range and also has a rechargeable battery that will support it for up to about 5 hours of playing time. Now next up we have the iBox Twist, and like I say, this one sits somewhere in the middle. Now this one doesn't support NFC but does obviously have full Bluetooth 2.1, has a 10-meter range as well, and also has about 5 hours of playing time. Now as we get into the big boy, the iBox Max, this is the last one but not the least, and as we take a closer look at the specifications, this has got a 30 watt 2.1 channel power output with an active subwoofer, also has 10 hours of battery life and includes a carry handle, also includes NFC touch to pair, and also has the ability to charge two devices at 2.1 amps using the USB outputs on the side of it. Now as we actually look inside the packaging as well, the first thing that we notice is the device itself is actually quite huge indeed. This really is one of the larger Bluetooth speakers on the market today. Now as we take it out, you can see it's very nicely packaged, and also once you do get the packaging off, you can see it really is an extremely attractive device. I think it's very nice. It's got a slightly sort of rubber feel to it, with obviously the mesh grills on either side for the output of obviously the speaker and the subwoofer. Now as we come round onto the top, you can see we've got this extremely attractive, extremely premium looking control panel here with all of the buttons and interfaces that we need to control this Bluetooth speaker. First up on the top we've got the large power on off button. Next to that we've got a mode button. Then next to that we've got the Bluetooth button giving the ability to manually pair, along with a track skip forward and backwards, and also a play pause button that doubles up as the ability to actually use this to answer your phone calls and hang up and use it as a wireless speaker. Now around on the other side we've got a whole bunch of inputs and outputs. We've got the charging port for the actual DC input. We've also got some phono outs. We've got those two 2.1 amp charging USB ports for charging your phone or your laptop. We've got a line in and a line out in the form of a 3.5mm jack. And then we've also got some adjustments for the treble and the bass, which we can use to make the music sound exactly as we would like it to. Now, I've actually tested this for quite some time now, the iBox Max, and I've been extremely impressed with everything about it other than one thing, and that is the volume. For such a large unit, the actual volume on this is not the loudest. The sound quality and clarity, absolutely fantastic. The build quality, the design, the aesthetics, absolutely fantastic. All of the extra ports and the ability to charge, everything about it is very nice. I just wished it was just that little bit louder, but maybe if they'd done that, they would have had to actually sacrifice some of the sound quality. Who knows? It's definitely a great device. It's definitely worth the money, but I will say that it could do with being just a little bit louder. Now onto the baby brother, and this is the iBox Trax. Now this, like I say, is the smallest one of the three, and as we take it out of the packaging, again you can see and feel immediately through the weight that this is going to be an extremely premium device. Now this thing will work with pretty much every Bluetooth enabled device, from iPhone, iPad, BlackBerry, right the way through to HTCs, Samsungs, Nokias, pretty much anything that supports Bluetooth. Now for the fast pairing using the NFC, you're going to need a device that does support that. Obviously that puts iPhone and iPad out of the mix, but most of the new Android smartphones and tablets do support that, so that will give you the ability to actually be able to pair your devices nice and quickly. Now again, we've got all of the touch sensitive controls on the top with that big power button. Again, exactly the same functions as the bigger brother, but this time the actual volume up down is just a touch sensitive button. Now this does actually last for about 5 hours of playing time, and the sound quality from this is absolutely fantastic. For such a small speaker, it's got very full sound, great right the way through all of the ranges, and unlike the bigger brother, this one is actually quite surprising in terms of the actual volume. It is actually quite a loud little unit. Now onto the medium one, and this is the iBox Twist. Now for me, this is the most innovative one and also the most attractive as well. I think this one really does look absolutely fantastic and really won't look out of place in any nice home, bedroom or office or whatever it may be. It really is a very nicely made and nice looking Bluetooth speaker. Now again, this is actually Bluetooth compatible with pretty much every device that supports Bluetooth. The only difference between this one and the slightly smaller one is that this one doesn't support the fast pairing with NFC, so you'll have to do that manually using Bluetooth. Now the playtime, very similar to the smaller one, around 5 hours. Again, completely rechargeable using the inbuilt batteries. And in fact, the touch panel is slightly different on this one for the controls. In a nice little round unit here, you can see we've got all of the access that we need to. And again, you can use this as a loudspeaker for your phone calls because it does include a microphone. Now this has got two 1.5 inch speaker drivers with a passive subwoofer, and the output power is around 6 watts RMS, and I've got to say again, the sound quality of this for the size is absolutely fantastic. Also nice and loud as well, much louder than you would expect from something of this size, and I think iBox have done an absolutely incredible job with all three of these speakers. For those of you that have been watching for quite some time, you'll know that I am a huge Bluetooth speaker fan. I'm addicted to these things, and these ones really haven't disappointed. The only negative that I could pick out of all of them was that the Max, the biggest one, just didn't quite perform in terms of loudness, but in every other area these things are absolutely sublime. Impressed right the way through all of the different items that you might actually inspect when choosing one of these devices. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Like I say, I'll leave all of the purchase links and also the link to the iBox website down in the video description, and I will see you all in the next video. See ya.